$1 million is no longer enough to support you in retirement. I mean, we all grew up thinking, I want to be a millionaire. Little did we know just how little that would last us through retirement. And this right here is your wake-up call, because while baby boomers and their pensions might be okay, Gen Z, millennials, and even Gen X likely don't have those. And they might not even have Social Security by the time they get there. And putting a little bit of money aside every single month, well, that's not going to cut it either. Experts agree you will need at least $3 million to retire comfortably. $3 million. I mean, let that sink in for a minute. If we haven't met, I'm Nicole Rueth, investor of 60 doors, 2 commercial buildings, mortgage originator of over 23 years, and a housing market geek. In today's video, I'm going to cover why the cost of retiring comfortably has risen to a high and how you can create a path to reach that number. And if you want to stay up to date on all things real estate, mortgages, and building wealth, make sure to hit that subscribe button below. All right, let's get started. Inflation, rising housing costs, and skyrocketing healthcare expenses are crushing your ability to build wealth the traditional way. And if you think you'll get there by saving a couple of $100s every month, I've got news for you. That's not enough. And that's not your fault. I mean, the system wasn't built for you to win, but that doesn't mean you can't. Let me break this down for you. A recent study shows that by the time millennials and Gen Zers retire, they're going to need $120,000 to $150,000 a year just to live comfortably. Let's do the math on that. For a 20-year retirement, that adds up to about $3 million. And if you think Social Security will save you, well, think again. We all know that system is shaky at best. Here's the thing. If you're 30 years old and you want to save your way to $3 million, you have to put away a minimum of $3,000 a month at a 6% minimum rate of return for the next 30 years. That's $36,000 a year. I mean, how many of us have an extra $3,000 a month just laying around? Yeah, me neither. But what if I told you there was another way? A way that doesn't involve scraping together thousands of dollars every month or waiting decades to see results. The secret is real estate. And it's all about the power of leverage. Here's the deal. With real estate, you're not just growing your wealth based on what you save. You're growing it based on the total value of the asset. And let's say that you buy a $500,000 home with 5% down. That's $25,000 that you need to save up. Then, over the next 30 years, with a historical appreciation rate of 3.6%, that home will grow in value to $1.4 million. And here's the best part. You don't have to sell that home to access the wealth you built. You can rent it out for steady income. You can do a cash out refinance to access the equity without triggering a taxable event. And while you own it, you can take advantage of all the tax benefits that come with owning real estate, like deductions for mortgage interest, property taxes, and depreciation. But let's not stop at one home. Imagine this. You're 30 years old and you buy your first home as your primary residence with 5% down. 2 years later, you buy another home and you move into it, turning that first property into a rental. And you do this every 2 years until you own 5 homes. In 30 years, those 5 homes could be worth over $7 million in total. And here's the kicker. They could also be generating $17,800 a month in passive rental income. Now, that's not just retirement money. That's legacy money. Money for your kids, your grandkids, and generations beyond. And you don't have to wait until you're 65 to see the benefits. Real estate gives you options throughout your life. You can refinance to fund other investments. You can use the cash flow to travel, start a business, or support your family. You're not just building wealth, you're building freedom. Now, let me take a step back and talk about why this matters so much. A BlackRock study found that Gen Z workers are saving more than any other generation, with an average savings rate of 14% of their income. I mean, that's great. But it's still not enough. Many Gen Zers think that they'll only need $250,000 to retire, and that's not even close to reality. Synchrony Bank recommends having 8 to 10 times your salary saved by the time you're in your 60s. For the average American earning $54,000, that's like $432,000 to $540,000. That's pennies compared to the $3 million goal you'll need to handle rising costs. Here's what we're up against. Baby boomers don't have to deal with this. Many of them didn't start saving until their 40s or even their 50s because of pensions and economic stability were on their side. But Gen Z and millennials, they're facing higher costs, student loan debt, and a world where pensions are practically extinct. The good news? You have something boomers didn't: time. And when you combine time with the power of compound interest and real estate leverage, you've got a formula for success. Let me ask you this. Where do you see yourself in 30 years? Scraping by, hoping your savings don't run out, or sitting on a multi-million-dollar real estate portfolio that's paying you every single month? I want to help you get there. Whether you're in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, even your 50s, it's never too late to start. My goal isn't just to help you buy one home. It's to help you buy 2 or 3 or even 5 homes. To show you how to use the equity in those homes to grow your wealth. To give you the tools and the knowledge you'll need to create generational wealth that changes the trajectory of your family's future. If this is making you think differently about your future, then let's talk. All of my contact information is in the caption below, or just leave me a comment. I want to help you build a plan that works for you, whether you're just starting out or looking to grow your portfolio. Because here's the truth. No matter your age, most of us are afraid we won't have enough money to retire. But real estate gives you options. It's the most powerful wealth building tool available to you right now. And it's accessible. You don't need to have millions in the bank to get started. You just need to take the first step. Let me help you take that step. Together, we can build your empire one door at a time. If you want to dive deeper into investing and the benefits of homeownership, check out this video I have linked in the screen now. And make sure to subscribe and comment down below. Let's do this together.